Jonathan Taylor is now the highest paid running back in NFL history.
JT.
Congratulations to Jonathan Taylor, who had his contract negotiations go much more swimmingly than they certainly did a few years back, as he was a hold-in during the first year of a new head coach with a brand new rookie quarterback as the best player. You know, kind of causing quite a shitstorm to start the entire Steichen era, but he ended up getting paid by boss man Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard. Now he breaks the bank again because Bijan Robinson's deal just got done. Jahmyr Gibbs is sitting up in Detroit watching all these things happen. We assume he will break the running back number next in the next couple hours whenever they get that deal done. But for Jonathan Taylor, as an Indianapolis Colts fan, this guy has done everything that you would have hoped he would have done coming out of college. He's unbelievable. He's explosive. He scores touchdowns. We've never won with him on our team.
No.
Okay, we've actually had the 4th overall pick a couple different times, but he's gone through a lot of different turnover, and he's always been a stud whenever he's on the field. So we're grateful he's here. We got a lot of money tied up now in Alec Pierce, Daniel Jones, and Jonathan Taylor on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, we got a couple picks in sauce. We bring in Mooney as well. DeForest Buckner's still down there waiting on his money. Quentin Nelson, former top 10 pick as a guard out of Notre Dame, his contract's due at some point. Chris Ballard said, I'm not renegotiating my deal because we got to win. We'll see. If I win, I'll redo a deal. We don't win, I don't deserve to be here. A lot of Colts fans are saying, yeah.
We know.
Yeah, we understand that. Chris Ballard is taking the ownership on that. I do respect and appreciate that. But we got a lot of big names that don't have money, and then a lot of our pillars here have gotten paid a lot of money. So I appreciate the team and the Irsays paying this money to these people, but we're going to have to do some salary cap gymnastics if we want to keep this team together past this year. Is this an all-or-nothing year for the Indianapolis Colts? It really feels like that, and that's an absurd thing for a team that hasn't won the AFC South in 11 years. But I do appreciate the fact that we saw the first 10 weeks last year, and everybody's like, yep, let's do that again. And if we're able to do that, hopefully we're able to figure it out. What we do know, Jonathan Taylor's going to be a Colt probably for the rest of his career, definitely for the foreseeable future, and he certainly earned the paycheck that he just got.
Yeah, very much so, well earned, but it does kind of seem like Groundhog's Day. Like, we've been having this same conversation about the Colts for the last several years, but it does feel a little bit different this year. Like, they've paid all these guys. We saw the way they started last year, so we know that that is a possibility. They can play well. They can put themselves in a position to be, one of the best teams in the AFC, at the very least be a playoff team. And I mean, like, the excuses are done. How many years in a row have we said, like, or Ballard has gotten up there and said, like, hey, listen, I like our guys, but we need to win. Like, at a certain point, you kind of understand, hey, everyone's been paid. You have the guys who you think you need to go win, and now they do need to go win. And if they don't, I think there will be a lot of big changes in Indianapolis.
I think there will be, too. And obviously, we got new ownership, same family. The 3 daughters of Jim Irsay now running things, Carly, Kaylin, and Casey. And I think they have done a great job of adjusting to ownership role while being aggressive and doing things that maybe wouldn't have been happening in Colts past, but also understanding that if you do make a massive change, wholesale changes, a lot of decisions, that is a lot of things that have to happen. I'm not saying they punted on that for a year, but I do think they were like, hey, we were really good for 10 games. Our dad was one of the most patient owners, did not like the thought of turnover. They think that's what bad teams do. I think they felt as a group and as a trio of sisters, that's like, we deserve to let them do a run back. But also I think it's very clear, like, hey, this run back better be...
Yeah.
This better be good. And I respect that out of Carly, who by all accounts is a dog. I think that doesn't get talked about enough because she has dress. She dresses incredible. She dresses impeccable. Obviously, daughter of Jim Irsay, the way she speaks and talks is different than probably how other people speak. And obviously, Kaylin and Casey are part of that. But Carly is a dog. I believe that thoroughly. That's why I thought there was potentially going to be wholesale changes before last year. But it feels like from the inside of that building, everybody understands we got to win. And if we don't, we're gone, which I respect that. I appreciate that. But it's been a long time since we've been winning around here. Jonathan Taylor helps. Daniel Jones helps. Will Alec Pierce be healthy? We'll see. But if we miss the injury bug, there's a chance this Colts team's the best team in ball, and nobody wants that. Especially you up in New England, especially with the Super Bowl run you guys had last year. And then all of a sudden, guess who's back? The new Peyton Manning. Hi up there. Hi, I'm Daniel Jones. I had the same college quarterback coach as Peyton Manning, and now I'm an Indianapolis Colt. Patriots, Colts, maybe back at the top of the AFC. We shall see. Maybe the Patriots fall off. There's some people in this room thinking about that, by the way.
I don't think so.
Not me either. I'm just telling you, there's people in this room on microphones that think that that's going to happen. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some back there. I also sure when they lay their head down at night, they don't really believe that. But all the reasons you guys are talking about the Colts is why it's almost impossible to believe in them. Like, they've done everything the same over the last, 3, 4 years?
Their social sucks. Social media sucks.
awful.
But they're not the only one. I like that the NFL social media teams are getting exposed for being ass. That's a very big job for social media content creators, people. Yeah. And these people have no clue about ball or anything, seemingly. Don't care how the players or the team looks. Only care about them so admin win and what the numbers are. It's an epidemic going on in the NFL right now. Colts are certainly a part of the problem, not a part of the solution. But aside from that, let's just talk about what's on the field. Daniel Jones is outrageous. Quentin Nelson's playing for a bag. Is that what I'm reading right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look out. Maybe it is different this year, but I do understand how somebody from outside looking in could say, Colts haven't won the AFC South, which has been ass in all accounts in 11 years. It's been a long time here in Indy since there's been anywhere near a celebration.
Well, and that's why when you look around the division, it's like every other team has made wholesale changes over the last 5-ish years, and it seemingly has worked out for everybody. The Texans have come all the way back from the dead. The Jags have come all the way back from the dead. The Titans spent the most money in free agency, and now they're going into a second year of the quarterback with Brian Daboll, who Daboll basically has been called the, hey, this guy's going to help your young QB and kind of resurrect Daboll's career, and also Cam Ward. So they also spent the 4th overall pick on a wide receiver 1 for their young quarterback. So that's why it's kind of hard looking at the Colts as they do everything the exact same as they've been doing with the same exact players.
It's not the same. We got rid of Pittman.
That's true. You got rid of one of your best players, captain. That's a great point. I forgot about
and
that,
Kenny
too.
Moe.
Yeah, and Kenny Moore, he's not even on a team right now.
No.
I don't even think Kenny Moore's on a team. He's one of our best players. I need a new start. Not going to another. Are you retiring? I don't know. I just don't want to be here anymore.
We get it.
No, we don't. Actually, I
we do.
retired as a 29-year-old. I hope the Colts win. We see Tyler Warren in a frame here I'm looking at, and it's like, we do got a lot of great players. Do we have the culture in the building to be able to win it all? I guess that has been certainly in question for a long time here now. Is this group different? I believe in Daniel Jones, and I'm going to tell you, after talking to Steichen off the record for about an hour, I believe in Shane Steichen.
Yeah. Well, that's why they need to win. Because if they don't, he's going to get fired. He's going to go somewhere else, be an OC. He's going to lead that team to a Super Bowl. They're going to win a Super Bowl. And then he's going to go somewhere else, be a head coach. And
crush.
Yeah, exactly. Be unbelievable. So they need to win for his sake.
Yeah, Shane Steichen will not be out of work for long.
No.
If he does not end up as the head coach for the Colts forever. Now, we would love for him to be the head coach of the Colts forever. But we do fear, with everything we are hearing and seeing, that if the Colts don't, what do we need? We need 2 playoffs? We need an AFC championship, basically?
At the very least.
It's not like get to a playoffs and win a game like the Lions fans were feeling for a while. It's like, no, we need to be an actual problem here. No, I think that's how the expectations
win the division, not just make the playoffs.
Yeah, we need a home playoff game, especially for the season ticket holders.
Need to win a playoff game.
Especially for the season ticket holders who are giving 6 figures to that fucking team to not show up for 7 straight weeks at the end of that season, okay? That is something that, people, big-time supporters.
People are talking about it. They need a home playoff game.
This close. Home playoff game.
Yeah.
Just a night game.
Just need a playoff game.
Just a night game would be sick. We haven't had a primetime game. We had the Indiana Knights jerseys.
Yeah.
Had to wear them at 1 o'clock because we didn't have a night game. The Colts, as soon as Amazon was not required to have every single team on Thursday Night Football, was one of only 2 teams to get kicked off of Thursday night's guaranteed primetime game and not have any. ESPN and others stopped sending people to cover the Colts in the locker room because it just became so irrelevant. It's like, how do you go from being the all-time winning decade in history of NFL to just nobody gives a damn? It's like, well, you don't win.
Yeah.
The boys are going to win now, though.
Well,
Congrats, JT.
I think a playoff win will be just fine. Total, your over-under for wins is 7.5, and you're third in the division as far as odds are concerned. I think you get a playoff win, people will be pretty happy.
Look at the money we just paid to people. Can you put that back up, please? Can you put the graphic up of all the money we paid to people and where we paid them and how we paid them, please? Please, boom. That's third in the division in odds.
Yeah.
7.5 in a 17-game season.
Yeah.
That can't happen. That can't happen. That's why I know they're wrong.
Okay.
They're wrong. Everybody's wrong.